Well, a very good morning, everybody, for Sunday, the 16th of May. Another day which really, if you looked at the chart, you'd think we're in autumn. Low pressure just centred off the coast of St George's Channel, out towards Wales. Occluded fronts, troughs, you name it, stuff that isn't very good for flying is all around us at the moment. And as we go into the next few days, it doesn't really improve. Might see a ridge of high pressure at some point this week, but the Atlantic is still winning. And I'll come on to the reason why that is in a moment. But for today, low pressure, showers, and potentially some quite heavy showers indeed. The winds as well, look at the difference between the box down at the bottom here, just sort of on the coast compared to up near Birmingham. Sort of looking southwesterly winds in the coast, sometimes exceeding sort of 35, 40 miles an hour, whilst a lot lighter up into the middle of the country, just showing how much there is a gradient in the weather today. The satellite picture shows that, yeah, you might get a reasonable half day if you are up sort of north of Oxford, maybe just sort of east of Birmingham. Might be okay there to start with, and up into Lincolnshire. Along the coast at the moment, you can see sort of the areas of thicker cloud out just northwest of Southampton and in towards Exeter, which are showing the much bigger showers, and we'll certainly see that in a moment. Because if we look here, when you get yellow on a rain radar, you don't really want to mess with it, especially at this time of the morning, because it's not exactly had much energy. That's going to hit us in about half an hour, and I reckon that will be very, very heavy indeed. Some question over what if there might be a very brief gap in here. If this lines up here, that pretty much writes off the whole day, because that's going to take quite a while, and there'll be plenty of showers behind it. As I say, showers are normally triggered off by sort of convection, and these showers are already sort of up and going and very powerful, even at 9 o'clock in the morning, more linked with the frontal system that's nearby. But certainly, yeah, not something which is going to dry out particularly easy. So, yes, plenty of big showers. A day not to really be outside for too long, unless you've got an umbrella. At my sort of other volunteer position at the vaccine centre, plenty of people not sort of brought umbrellas and stuff and got absolutely drenched. So if you are coming anywhere near the airfield, please bring in an umbrella. And yeah, do take into account you may need to sit in your car if there's too many of you, because the rules, at least till tomorrow, are that you can't have sort of tons and tons of people in the clubhouse other than for lessons. The jet stream, this is what's driving all of this. This is sort of an extra to the forecast, but this is the jet stream as of today. And notice that we are really just riding above it. Jet stream should be north of us at the moment, and that would effectively aim the low pressure systems. Think of jet stream as a low pressure conveyor belt. Anywhere sort of near the outer fringes of it is going to get hit by fronts. And France is not having particularly good weather either. But yeah, we're on sort of the upper edge of that, and that doesn't really do us any good. See how it just might be able to see, yeah, you can see how it develops kinks, and even towards the end of the week, these are running much later into the month, pretty much almost into June. Might see some change later in the month, but as I say, if I'm honest, we're stuck in the showery air mass, and April became May and May became April. So yes, that's why it's happening. That battleground between sort of the warm and the cold air, and the frontal and the high pressures and low pressures all being fought out pretty much over our heads right now. So yeah, not ideal. Public forecast, you can see there, doesn't really show particularly great. Maybe some brief interruptions for showers, but the weather that we can see out the window at the moment was probably the best bit of the day, or what day there was. And if we look out there now, you can already see the darkness approaching from the west. Top temperature on here of 10 degrees. We can see on here it's about 11 degrees, and dew points probably not too different either. Dew points currently of 8. And top met, if I just log in very briefly, probably showing exactly the same. Yeah, you can see better if you're up in the middle of the country. And looking at 11 o'clock, you can already see showers for most of the day. So yeah, just having a quick look at the outlook. Maybe a little bit better tomorrow. I think that's a little bit optimistic, still be showery. Not too bad Tuesday, if you can cope with the wind. Same Wednesday, really. But then Thursday, another low pressure system. Okay, airspace. Right, so Solent on the last day of this current NOTAM, 1:15 through till 8:30. They are active outside those times. They're class G. I reckon Solent are going to be a bit more active come tomorrow. Probably most of the time, I would guess, because they are about to start some more commercial flights. Gliding Middle Wallop, though, they'll have the same problems we will. The usual danger areas, stuff. Other than that, fairly quiet at the moment. I draw your attention, for those of you looking to fly in the middle of the week, have a research on the AICs into the Keevil temporary danger area up near sort of Warminster. Good to know what the rules are around there. We are actively engaging with them. Effectively, it's a drone that goes out of Keevil and into the Salisbury Plain Ops area. That means that there has to be some protection applied, whether we like it or not, to the airfield at Keevil for a little while. So it does mean there's a bit of bureaucracy to get too close to that area. Other than that, not too much else. So my synopsis for today, or conclusion for today, is, well, it's going to rain very hard in the next hour or so, and it might continue to do that for most of the day. If there is a very short gap, then we might be able to jump in the motor glider or something like that, but I'm not expecting to be able to set up much of a big launch point all day. My apologies that this doesn't give you too much notice if you already are on the airfield, but as I said, it's always good to check the rain radar in the morning. That's a fair giveaway of what's going to happen. You don't really want to mess with these things. So yeah, it's just pray that we get some better weather in the weeks ahead. I'll be on site for about 10:15, so I'll get some emails out of the way first. But if I don't see you today, I hopefully see you a bit later in the week when maybe we might get a little bit of respite. Okay, bye for now.